Welcome to the next tutorial. In today's tutorial we will talk about your events screen, and if you remember in the previous lectures we have talked about the home page as well. So the things are almost similar like home page, right? The data is almost similar to the home page. So what I do is if we just go back to our database and we do run the query you remember from the lecture 12, which was about the home page. So if I just bring that query over here, and then we will start from there. So if I just paste over here and then click go, so we can see that we can see that event right over here, and we have almost all the information we do needed for this screen. So what is meant by your events and joined events? So if you remember, the your events are the events which are created by you. So we have a total of those events over here as well. So how we can do that is we can go and, for example, you are a user 1 now logged in. So you just need to add one more thing, that events dot user ID should be equal to the person you are looking for, right? And you can add where event dot user ID equals to 1. So it will show only the events which are created by you. That's it. That's very simple anyways. And also because you have a count over here as well, that how many your events are there. So you just go there and you can write a query, okay, select count, and you can call it as total from events where user ID equals 1. The person means the user 1 who has created that event. If you just click go, and then you can see it's showing the total events 1. So this person has created only one event. Okay, perfectly fine. That the next thing is you need the events that you are participated in only. So if we so joined events, which in other words, so if we go back to our database and we see the event participants that so currently there is no participant. So if you want to join an event, so for example I do say, okay, I want the user 1 to be participant of event ID 1. So I can add one record over here, and we can see that okay, that this user is now part of this event. So how do we will add it now? So this is the query which we has which shows us that what are the events created by you, and now we need to check that either you are inside that event or not. So if you remember, we have talked about the joins in SQL. So what actually joins do is, joins shows us how do we show the data against the two tables, right? So if we write over here, okay, now we are removing this user ID event creation thing, the condition, because we are not looking into the your events, we are looking into the joins events. So what we will say, okay, that now we need to inner join. Now we need to inner join. Inner join means if there will be data on both sides, only then the data will be shown. Which table we need to join is, we call it event participants on when the event participants dot user ID should be equal to 1. For example, if you are logged in as one user, and event participants dot event ID should be equals to the events dot ID. And if we just try this out and see, okay, because this person is now the participant of this event, that's why it's showing us the one record. So if we go back and if we just delete this record and came back and run this query again, we just wrote that and click go, then there is no data coming. So which means because that person is now not inside that event as a participant, that's why we are not getting the data. Actually, the inner join shows us that if the data inside the events table and event participants table exist in both tables as common, only then this data will show us. So this is how you can work on this page, and obviously you need to count the joined events as well. So you can count those joined events by simply making a query that which will give you a count. So for example, if I just copy this over here and inside the SQL I say I do not need all of this stuff, so I just need, for example, count static as total, so from events as E. Okay, inner join participants where this and this, that is the event ID is we okay, that will come on the runtime. So if we just run that query and see how that performs, so it's showing us that the total is 0. So you are not you have not participated in any event. So this is how we do that way. So if we just go back and, for example, if we try and we have add an event participant here. So for example, there is a one participant, you are participating in the one event. So then if we run this query again, it shows us the 1. So this is how you can calculate this sum, and this is how you can get data of your events by saying that okay, the event.user ID is equal to your ID, and also the joined events if you are inside the event participant. So hopefully you have learned the inner join concept through this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and we will come with next tutorials with more SQL concepts. Good luck.